Hey, Sansa right here. Usually I don't agree with the videos that these men on YouTube make, but I was watching Ringo Raw TV, which is odd for me to say this, but why was I watching it? Because that's for men. But I watched it, and I watched this video where he spoke about marriage in it, and I agree with a lot of the things that he's saying. I always tell men, don't get married. I always tell women, don't get married. Don't get married. Because the rules that society, especially men, because it's not a fair system for you. It's not a fair, it's just a horrible thing for you to do. Like, if you're going to get married, I think you should do common law marriage. Common law marriage is better for you. Common law marriage is one in which the couple, usually a man and woman, lives together for a period of time and holds themselves out to friends, family, and the community as being married, but never goes through the formal ceremony or gets a marriage license. Don't involve the courts inside of your relationship. I was telling Daddy-O just yesterday as we were talking about all of the things I don't have in my name. Like, I have no credit. I'm the person that has no credit. And sometimes that's difficult, but at the same time, I kind of like that I never got any credit cards. And the only thing that I really have in my name like that is my car. Everything else, I play flat out cash with, period. And before this car, I paid cash for the car I had before. So I didn't have a note before I had this car. And I've only had this car for 2 years. I don't like to put stuff in my name because I feel like my personal life and my business life are two different lives. To me, America is a business. To me, the government is a business. So if I want to put something in my name, I'm going to put it under a tax ID or a business name in order to get those things. I'm going to have business credit. I'm never going to have personal credit because I don't feel like America is a personal place. It's a business. That's why we have a president. The United States is a corporation. So, and once you understand how that goes, you will never participate in any of the contracts and legal things that have to do with, running a business. You won't pull that stuff into your personal life. That's why I tell people don't get married. I tell people don't get on child support. I tell people don't get on government assistance. Don't do any of that. The only thing that you should be doing inside of America is starting a business.
You are not to marry any woman, whether she's black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. Do not marry any woman based on the system in terms of you getting a marriage license. I'm teaching men not to even marry a woman based on the system. In other words, do not marry any woman based on the system. That way, the government have no jurisdiction over your marriage to govern what you could do, can't do. They can't tell you nothing because they have no control over you because you don't have no license based on the system. You did not sell out your family to the system. Now, if you're a brother who got married based on the system and you're married to a decent, good woman who isn't with the bullshit like these other sisters, then you're in good money. Even if you are connected to the system, you know your woman not going to do you dirty. But to you brothers who don't have a wife, who may be out there in search of that woman or women, depending on your beliefs, then I am here to let you know what you need to practice is what is known as common law marriage.
If you get married, if you want to get married, I suggest you get married in a completely different country because the laws are different there. But if you are in America and you want to be married here, do common law marriage. Again, I don't believe in marriage. For the most part, I never plan on being married, ever. Like, I have no intention of doing that. And fellas, if you get married, do a prenup, man. Get a prenup. Ladies, you get married, get a prenup. Seriously, so everybody can leave with what they came with. Because a lot of the reasons why people are getting divorced, it's two reasons mainly. It's cheating and it's money. Cheating, money. That's the two biggest things people argue about. That's why I don't want to be married. You don't have to worry about either when you're not married. You're not in a commitment. You're not living together. You're not doing any of that. You're just chilling. You're just chilling. And I think people feel like if they don't get married or if they're going to be alone forever and they're going to have like this horrible death. No, like, what makes people think that they're going to be alone forever? You act like you don't have any family or friends or whatever. Like, come on. Even with me, I can't have kids, right? I can't have more kids. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go to the foster care system and adopt some or have a foster home. I go around here and I speak to the youth. I build relationships with young people. It's always going to be people around. You're never going to do anything alone unless you choose to. You really got to be a son of a bitch for you to spend the rest of your life by yourself. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So that's not something you have to worry about. If you're a kind person, if you're a sweet person, if you're fun to be around, you're always going to have someone there to be there for you as a friend or as a support system. So that's not something that you have to worry about.